California State Senate candidate, Mr. Eric Frame.
Continue to do what you're doing, spread the truth, tell your story about your children and about what you've gone through with this healthcare system. I usually put air quotes around the health part of our healthcare system. Frankly, it's more of a death care system, if you ask me. Seeing my mother go through what she did and my family, I became an advocate for alternative medicine, natural health care. Our system is inundated with chemicals that do little besides create more pain, cause more symptoms, perhaps treat a few symptoms but ignore root causes. It also makes us go bankrupt at the same time. We have thousands of people going bankrupt to try and get these drugs. Anything that comes out of here right now is just wrong. Trying to pass laws so they can go into our homes and tell us how to raise our children. How are we supposed to trust any of these people while we have homeless elderly people and disabled people on the street being abandoned by our own government? We've been called a hub of child trafficking here in Sacramento. We've got homeless disabled people, we've got homeless elderly on the streets, abandoned. It's illegal technically to feed people on the streets. The family court corruption and CPS corruption that's running rampant throughout this entire nation. And we've got this death care system. In California, it's illegal to treat cancer with anything but radiation, chemotherapy, or surgery. The man I'm running against, Richard Pan, he was brought a bill that said, why do we make cancer only able to be treated by those three things? Why don't we expand it to other, natural remedies? He said no. He said, no, that bill doesn't make sense. We can't do that. Why? Because chemotherapy and radiation work so well? No. It's for his profit, Big Pharma's profit, and frankly, it's for this small group that wants to control us and keep us sick. It's going to be people, we the people, doing things ourselves that's actually going to get things done. We can't trust these people or any elements of the control group to try and do anything for us. Clearly, we've seen that. They're scared. You know why? We're living in the moment where things look like they're getting worse. These guys are getting desperate to pass anything. You can't homeschool your kids. We're going to come in and visit you and we'll give your kids the shot ourselves. They're getting desperate because the movement of the people and the unifying nature of we the people that's so natural and so loving is going to win this. It really is. And they're going to try their darndest to maintain control, but they can't because we are the vast, vast, vast majority. And the key is really going to be uniting with others because all of these issues are interconnected. I really need your help to defeat my opponent. He's got all the money in the world. My campaign is funded by members of the public, members of the community. People from all across this nation have donated to this campaign because of this movement right here. We know who he is. And if he stays in office, that's 4 more years of less freedom, less liberty, and God knows what else. So please consider. Thank you so much. Thank you. They can't stop love. It's uncontrollable. And that's how we're going to win. And we're going to change this world and make it the paradise that it should be. I truly believe we can defeat Richard Pan and have the greatest underdog story in the history of this nation. And also, send a message to everyone in this nation. This issue, the safety of our children, is what got a guy like me elected. EricFrameForSenate.org. Love is the answer. Think big picture. Thank you all for coming, and keep doing what you're doing. I love you.